You may have seen him on MSNBC, read his books, or followed his highly successful career. And today he's here, political analyst, Georgetown University professor, and author, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. Welcome to UNL.
Ms. Foster, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. It's great to have you here. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So again, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You're very accomplished. What were your challenges on your path to success?
Well, you know, there were many, some self-imposed, some because of structures. I was a young person born in the ghetto of Detroit and reared there by two loving parents with 5 boys. There were 5 of us together, 4 brothers, and we got into some mischief, of course, as any young person is wont to do. But the Sunday school teachers kept us on the path, and my teachers in school, Mrs. James in the 5th grade, was a huge influence on me to study Black history and to think about the meaning and importance and significance of Black people in the past. So that was very important to me. But I became a teen father at 18, got kicked out of a private school, went back and graduated from night school. I don't even know if they have that anymore. I got a diploma, then had my child, got married, then got a divorce. And then at 21, I decided I got to go to college and, you know, do better for my son and to enhance my own early promise in life. So I got on that path and been trying to go forward ever since.
And you talk a lot about those challenges in your book, Open Mic, how you were a teen father, how you lived in your car for almost a month, and also how pastors and teachers influenced your life. And that led you to where you are now, a professor. So what advice do you often give to your students?
Well, I tell them never give up, never limit, as Dr. Howard Thurman said, a great preacher, the horizon of your possibility to what you're looking at right now. Look beyond it. So, you know, if I didn't start college until I was 21 and I had some obstacles in my way and I overcame, you can too. But we have to tell young people the truth. You know, a lot of us act like, well, we were always great or we were always doing well and we were always successful. No, we stumbled. There were roadblocks, there were obstacles, some that we brought ourselves, some that were put in our path, but we have to overcome them alike. And so I tell them to keep, you know, a goal in mind, to focus on their vision and then work toward attaining it and do something every day toward the realization of your aspiration and goal.
Wow, that's powerful. And I really like that statement, don't limit the horizon of your possibilities. That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's good that you're speaking that to the young people and encouraging them to do better.
Absolutely.
And speaking of students, you're speaking to UNL students today in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Week. And in your book titled, I May Not Get There With You, The True Martin Luther King Jr., you include a lot of powerful statements about his I Have a Dream speech. And one is, King intended that day not simply to detail a dream, but to narrate a nightmare.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me ask you this. What do you think Dr. King would say about society today?
Well, on the one hand, he would acknowledge the incredible progress that Black people have made. He would talk about American society opening its doors wide to whosoever will, whatever class, culture, race, religion, ethnicity. On the other hand, he would look at the virulent persistence of certain problems in our culture around the issue of race. He would look at a Trayvon Martin situation and say, this is lamentable. People should be able to walk where they will without being suspected of being a thug. He would challenge young Black culture and to take a hard look at what kinds of things are going on there, whatever pathologies are being produced. But he'd also take a look at the larger society to say not to demonize young people at the same time. He would also talk about racism and classism and sexism. He would talk about homophobia, I believe. I think he'd be a much more progressive person than even in the 60s. I think he would also address militarism in this country. He would embrace President Obama and say, what an extraordinary man. He'd also push back on him a bit and challenge him in a principled fashion, not like the right wing has been doing, trying to nearly eradicate the man, but he would often offer a prophetic viewpoint about political problems in the culture.
Wow. Wow, a prophetic viewpoint that really stands out to me because it's detailed and it means that he'd have a lot to say about the relevant issues that many people are aware of today. So that's a really interesting point.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sure we'll hear more from that about race, politics, classism, some of the things that you talked about. We'll hear more from you on those issues.
Absolutely.
In the near future. Are you working on any books, movies, or projects?
Yes, ma'am. I'm working on a book on President Obama and race, as a matter of fact. I taught a class on President Obama. I've taught it for 3 different semesters now, 3 different years, and I've also taught a class on
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. That's
Yes.
right. So, and maybe in the future a book on Jay-Z, on Hova. We'll see, you know.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to the book, and I'm still catching up on all of your other books. You have a lot to say. You're a powerful leader.
Thank you.
And judging from your Twitter account, you have thousands of followers. So people know you have a lot of important things to say. But in the meantime, if you'd like to keep up with what Dr. Dyson is doing, you can follow him on Twitter at Michael E. Dyson. And if you have any comments, you can follow me at Bree on TV. Dr. Dyson, it was an honor speaking with you, so thank you so much for your time.
Ms. Foster, it was great to be interviewed by such an intelligent and insightful young person. You've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Brianna Foster for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Thanks for watching.